North Carolina, weighing 218 pounds, Jeff Hardy.
Damn it. What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night is overbooked. Yeah, no. I am severely sleep deprived due to the new job, but you know what? We're still here. And speaking of still here and always here, Joker Voice.
That's right, folks. Money in the Bank. Good show. Good show on the whole. Got a lot of people really upset. As I'm sure this one down here got a little upset.
Maybe. We'll find out. What
got
does
some-
Mr. LeftEyeEgo? He's here.
Finally got air conditioning, guys.
Not finishing that joke. What's up, buddy?
Dude, I'm better now that we got air conditioning, man. It was a rough month, dude. I felt like I was letting y'all down. It was like, hey, guys, I can't wear. It's 92 degrees.
You were.
It was rough.
You were. Damn.
Shots fired, man.
Oh, there's more coming. Trust me.
Oh, here we go. I knew I should have said I was sick. I knew I should have said I was sick today.
But since we started with your intro here, Ego, where would you like to start?
And honestly, I'm okay with reviewing Money in the Bank as a whole. Like, I as someone that didn't really care about that event, it was really exciting. I actually liked it. So if we can start off with just reviewing the matches, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Any particular match you would like to start with?
You know what? I have got to hand it to the ladies for their match. Oof. You really have to have it coordinated perfectly. It's one thing to be able to do a match with, what was it, 6 people? Was it 6?
Six.
It can be hard enough just to do a spot with one person when it's one-on-one, let alone 5 other people. You've got not one, but like at least 2 ladders going on at the same time. For how coordinated they made this, for how brutal some of the shots were. And I will say I've seen some of the best super kicks from the women's division so far, and I'd been getting lackluster ones from the guys, but even the women's super kicks in that match seemed like they were taking their toll for it. So I mean, honestly, it was well done overall. And I see what you guys mean when saying like, yo, it's one thing to botch in a 1v1 match. You cannot botch when 5 other people are around and there are ladders involved. Like, that's career ending stuff. So for the fact that they did all these spots fantastically involving ladders, building up suspense, even when everyone else but me knew who was going to win at the end of the day, I will say it was a very intense and entertaining match. So I got to give it to the ladies for that match. It was awesome.
I'm sorry, Ryan, go on.
No,
you're good. You make your point. I'll get there.
So the match started off a little rough. It was a little slow. There were a few debauches here and there, and botches are going to happen in a ladder match because the ladders do not cooperate. They just don't. There was one instance where Zoe Stark, who performed her ass off in this match, did a slam did a slam Lyra Valkyria onto a ladder. She missed the ladder, and Lyra hits her arm, and then Zoe goes over to the rope to do like her spinning elbow drop coming into the ring, overshot, and hits the back of her head on the point of the ladder. Once you got past those couple little rough spots, the match really got going, and Naomi hit a couple safe spots involving a ladder on the floor to kind of get the crowd back up into it. There was one part where Lyra was probably just overcome with the emotion of the moment that she was in. Goes to do like a tornado DDT off the ropes. She slipped, and she was with Io Sky, and Io Sky correctly just sandbagged and was just like, nope. We're not going to do this here. So that was a very smart thing on her part. And that Michinoku driver, Zoe and Io, off the top of the ladder onto a ladder bridge, was probably the best spot of the entire night. Absolutely ridiculous. And as much as I like to clown on Chelsea Green as a comedic act, she is very good at taking bumps. That falling off the ladder, over the ropes, into those two tables was executed perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, it was the correct choice for Tiffany Stratton to grab the briefcase. And now we will see what is going on, because in 4 weeks we have a WWE Women's Championship match at SummerSlam between Bayley and Nia Jax. So I guarantee on Friday we will see the debut of the pink bedazzled Strattonized briefcase.
That's fair.
Speaking of pink and bedazzled, we're gonna say hi to the chat real quick. Shout out to everybody who's watching, commenting, and just lurking.
Yes.
Love It says, "Hey everyone, what is up there? Love it." Kai Kek,
Kai,
if Zoe,
C4C studio.
fair enough. If Zoe Stark's booking does not kill her, those bumps definitely will. Yeah. She took a big one. She took big ones. I didn't mean it that way, just for the record. But Kai says, facts ego, it had better spots than the guys, in my opinion. I don't agree. Revenge says, "What's up, fellas? How you doing, man?" Says MAMI is back. That's right. MAMI is back. So we are going to continue with this.
What's up, Andy?
Wait. Hey, what's up, Andy? How you doing, man? Came in at the last minute, you sneaky fucker. That being said, so shall we? So this is basically, because they kind of rate on this website the women's moments, the best moments, stuff like that. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? He says on your left. That's right.
What's up, Tim?
I'm feeding the little one. Nice.
Just listening. Your baby.
It's all good in the hood. So the ladies got an A-. I don't disagree with that. I think that was great. They stole the show. I saw more clips from the women's Money in the Bank than I did anybody else. So that being said, do we want to go to the men's, or
might as well, because
all right,
someone again, big mad, probably about the result.
Yeah.
All I wanted was okay.
No, Ego, say it. Egos, come on,
say it.
I'm saying, all I'm saying is that we had what? Drew McIntyre, Chad Gable, Jey Uso. Who else was who's the other guy? LA Knight. Carmelo, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Andrade.
Okay, and Andrade. Yeah, I didn't really care about the last two. You know what? I mean, I really want Jey Uso to win, but I understand what y'all are saying now. What you know what we're gonna do? I need to talk to Bat about this. We're gonna have like a top 5, like worst case scenario. All right, and I already know what I'm gonna have to say. But anyway, I want to do sort of win, but I understand that the storyline it had to be McIntyre and Punks. It botch notwithstanding, but yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's another topic. We'll get to that. Let me explain why Drew McIntyre was the only choice. Okay, for the Money in the Bank. Who was the last person to hold Money in the Bank? Damian Priest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Damian Priest held that briefcase for 280 days.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, and by the end, it looked ridiculous. It looked stupid. As a matter of fact, my joke was when he finally cashed it in at the beginning of night 2 of Mania. I said, "Oh, he finally read the instructions on how this thing works."
That's right, you did.
That's a good one.
So we have all kind of agreed on this show that Cody Rhodes is not going to drop his title until at least WrestleMania 41. Correct?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is at least 260 days away. So that's in one scenario. We have a match. We have a match at SummerSlam between Damian Priest and Gunther. Gunther is going to win. Gunther, the way he has been booked, everything in the past, the guy does not lose. He is going to go on a minimum. He's going to go on at least a 1.5 year run with that belt.
Wait.
So that
as for Universal?
World champion, world heavyweight champion.
The other one.
So
the other one. Gotcha. Okay, the other one.
So
all right.
Both of those, either one scenario, you hold it way too long till you look stupid about it. The other one, the title run is going to exceed 365 days. So no matter who won the briefcase, it was always going to be a failed cash-in.
Okay.
So why not give it to Drew to advance the larger story, which is Drew and CM Punk, because Drew McIntyre said, I'm going to enter Money in the Bank, I'm going to win Money in the Bank, and I'm going to cash in that night. Okay. Money in the Bank, check. Won Money in the Bank, check. Cash in. Now, the story with CM Punk is petty. You've screwed me. You attacked me in my hometown, and you took something that mattered to me. Guess what? I'm going to give you just a little hope. Just a little hope. And then I'm going to screw you again. So now with the bigger story, Drew and Punk, you got round 1, SummerSlam. Round 2, Bash at Berlin. And then round 3, with the confirmed first weekend in October, 27 years to the day of the debut of the pay-per-view Bad Blood. Okay. The first Hell in a Cell match. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. This is where you end this feud. This is, if you use the Hell in the Cell properly, it is the match stimulation. It's the match stipulation that is designed to end feuds.
Quick question. I actually was thinking this when Eric said it too. What does Drew have of Punk's?
A bracelet that he took off of him the previous SmackDown in Chicago, that he took it off of him, that a fan gave him, and it says Larry, that's his dog's name, and AJ, that's his wife's name.
Okay. All right.
So either way, there was never no person in that men's in that men's ladder match is going to be world champion. They're not. So use the briefcase to burn through, which is not unheard of.
I see.
It is
Okay. I see what you mean. I got
burn through it to advance the bigger story.
I see what you mean. I guess it's like I keep forgetting that the Universal title and the World Heavyweight title are two different things. So it's but I see what you're saying. It's like there's no point in doing it because Cody's going to hold it for at least a year. And I think what Damian Priest is it now, and I guess they're trying to wait for Gunther to beat that. So you're kind of stuck. I see what you're saying. Because you're stuck, you have to use it as not a gimmick, but a MacGuffin of sorts to get to where you want to go, which is Punk McIntyre. I get it. It's just, again, I'm just saying Jey Uso. That's all I'm saying. I need to. When Matt comes on, I need to talk to him about a game that I want to play. Okay, it's gonna be a top 5 of my own. And I'll tell you this: I probably won't even participate. I would even judge this one, but I'll wait till Matt gets on to pitch in my idea. But go ahead, you guys.
Hold on, real quick. Where does Survivor Series fall in this?
Survivor Series is in late November. That is War Games.
Okay, so we have SummerSlam. Then we have
Bash at Berlin.
Well, it's NXT, the Great American Bash, which used to be WWE Primetime. Then we have Bash in Berlin. And then Bad Blood is October 5th. I'm gonna actually double down and say this ends at Survivor Series.
What? Punk and Drew?
Punk and Drew.
No.
Huh.
Hell in a Cell.
What is the best place to end? Because Armageddon is not a thing anymore. What is the best place to do this feud and end it forever? Survivor Series.
Bad Blood. Inside Hell in a Cell.
Bad Blood. I mean, look, I get that, but the thing is that
Hell in a Cell.
Yes, but Hell in a Cell has been made famous previously by Armageddon, which the only legacy show to be close to Armageddon would be Survivor Series because you have to survive to win. Bad Blood is like
the gimmick now of Survivor Series is the War Games match.
Well, yeah, I know because it was winner take all, and it was WWF versus ECW and WCW, like that. That made literally the Survivor Series what it was. The thing is that Survivor Series has become a little bit of
it has dropped in importance among your tent poles. True.
Yeah. No, I know. So that's why I'm saying Survivor Series needs a reboot. It needs a hard reboot. The War Games thing sucks. The brands, warring against each other sucks.
That is not what the War Games match is.
No, I know, but it's what it started out after WCW, ECW versus WWE. It was Raw versus SmackDown. It turned into a joke. We need a revamp.
And that's why they introduced War Games.
No.
The two-ring match. That's why they did that. I mean, we will see. I don't know. Again, I don't have the script. I do not know
none of us
do not know how this plays out. Right. Hey, dude.
I had a question. I mean, I guess with all these PLEs they're bringing in or bringing back,
PP
do
views.
you see PLEs, PPVs, the whole thing? At this point,
Same-
is there
same
any
thing.
point
Go
in
on.
taking one
I'm
off?
just being an ass.
Because they're because some of them sound redundant, not or either they may not be as popular, may need a rebrand. Do you think that they'll wind up taking one out at this point because
No.
they're bringing a few of them back? They're just gonna. You think so going forward? You think this will be the schedule for all PLEs?
I do not think that every year you're going to have a bash at Berlin. I don't think though.
Okay.
I don't think anybody gives a shit about Bash at Berlin other than the people in Berlin. Does that make sense?
Right. This is what. Yes.
Fair.
That's the problem with this, because quite frankly, the world loves WWE. Americans are the cornerstone. They're the 3 ring posts out of 4 that support WWE. And quite frankly, Revenge, love you to death, dude. War Games gave Survivor Series a new meaning, and I will not hear otherwise. That's fine. It's your opinion. I don't care. I'm on the camera, which is fine. So call me an ass. But the thing is, though, is that the most significant Survivor Series in the history of all Survivor Series was WWF versus WCW and ECW.
That's right. Oh, one.
Look, and my arm's still going. They topped that so much that there was nowhere else to go. So yes, in a sense that Revenge is right. He's right. And he says true. So I'm just giving Revenge shit because he's been, But anyway, I think Survivor Series needs a revamp because Survivor Series is meant to be you survive to win. Look, the War Games thing is fine, but I think that we need something that pops, it snaps, it's something that's like holy shit. And I think that match in Survivor Series, not ending at Bad Blood, but Survivor Series would give it the pop. I think that would be a revamp. I think it would be great.
Okay, and we'll see.
Just my opinion.
That's fine. Then we'll see.
Any other? Hold on, real quick. Sorry. Dempsey said this would be all mushroom if we're the Running Man games. Well, that's a very different story, Dempsey, and no
Survivor Series.
Yeah. All right, JV, go ahead. Sorry.
So, anything else you want to discuss about Money in the Bank?
I mean, we can not really. Maybe so. We did talk about this. Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. Do we want to spend like maybe 3 minutes just real fast?
I mean, it's okay. A lot of folks were upset that Braun Breaker lost, and they were like, "He got buried. He got buried." And then I'm like, "Did you watch Monday Night Raw?
No.
How did the segment with Braun Breaker end? He's standing above 2 beaten guys.
Yeah.
Looking tough. He did not get buried. This is a loss that does not hurt Braun. It does not hurt Braun Breaker at all. As opposed to going down the Goldberg route, where
don't let
where's Jade?
Why would you do that? Why would you do this? Why are you doing this?
So
don't
I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying that this is a loss that is acceptable. I mean, he lost to a champion.
Okay, I got you.
So now we can discuss the one elephant in the room that was the botch, the major botch in this match right here. Seth Rollins hits a Falcon Arrow. 1, Two count. Damian has not moved, and about 3 seconds later, Drew McIntyre's music hits. This was a miscue from the production side that they missed where they were going to drop Drew's music in, because that would have distracted the referee. And okay, we're looking, because as you saw when the ref went 2 count, you saw Seth go, "What the fuck is going on?" Even Priest was like, I don't know what's going on here. The only thing that I would say is maybe a more seasoned superstar would have caught that. Okay, this is supposed to happen. Let me just pop my shoulder up just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. Who's to blame for that kind of a botch?
The referee, and
The production.
the referee threw the producer who is in his ear. So the referee being going, blindside in a legitimate fact. When music hits, most of the time the referees don't react. They're watching the match. They're meant to be like going, "Oh, I'm focused on the match. I'm calling the match." If a referee responds to music, it's because he's not expecting the music, because the producer in his ear said nothing. So like if a referee goes, "Well, what the fuck?" Like it's just human nature. All of a sudden, let's say hypothetically, you hear Coolio's Gangster in Paradise. You're at work, you're working, there's never been a radio there before. Oh, all of a sudden you find out there's a loudspeaker above your head. And you go, "Wait, what the fuck?" That's the reaction. That was a botch. That sucked. So yeah.
That's bad. That's
what
bad.
the freak? Who are you talking about? Your
Just
girlfriend?
Miscue.
Jade. Sorry. Yeah, it was a miscue. It was a massive miscue. Grade B? I'm sorry. That's a D plus at best.
No.
No, they botched not the superstars, the match. They botched the shit out of that. It's a D plus.
So I disagree.
Well, that's fair.
A B minus.
What you got?
A B minus at best. I mean, everything up until
minus.
Yeah, everything up until that point was very good. Damian looked good. Seth looked good. I mean, he's got a little weight that once he gets back into his normal training routine, that'll go away. But Seth looked very good. And then once Drew joined the match, it just picked right up, gave us the right outcome. Fine. A B minus.
We'd like to talk about this.
Okay, there was one thing that I noticed in this, that I've used the term no selling in regards to a certain female superstar where it looks bad. There was a no sell.
Damn it, Jade.
There was a no sell. There was a no sell in this match that was actually done properly, because it advanced the aura of a character, and that's when Randy Orton hit his draping DDT onto Jacob Fatu, and Jacob just popped right back up. That's a no sell. That's a no sell work. That's a no sell used properly. And you would think, after Randy and his family have been in this business for so long, he's a third generation superstar, you might have learned by now, you don't drop Samoans on their heads. It doesn't work well. They got pretty tough noggins.
But
the star of that match was Jacob. Absolutely. That guy was a badass. A guy 6 feet, 280 pounds, doing a whisper in the wind Are you kidding me?
It's wild. It's wild.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is. Yeah, no, I mean, there's Tama Tonga, sure. Tonga Loa. There was a reason he was the background dancer in this match. There was a moment where he took a suicide dive and his head snapped back really hard and hit the announce table. He probably got the bell rung on that. And the spot he was supposed to hit was a low blow to Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Missed the first one. First one. Just punched Kevin in the ass.
Yeah.
And then when they slow-moed it for the next one, as he goes under, he hits his brother in the top of the head.
Yeah, it was I saw the replay of that. Look,
It made me
so
laugh.
I'm going to say this. This is what's called sports entertainment. It's very physical. It's entertainment. It's meant to be entertainment. So before you hold on. Let me do this. So when you step before gorilla position,
Right.
which is literally so
The curtain.
Yep. Gorilla position is right before the curtain. It means your match is up next. You and your opponent, your match is up next, whether you're gorilla or they're gorilla. You know who is going to win. It is staged. However, you talk to your opponent in the ring and before the match to say, all right, dude, I'd like to work this in here. And then, say hypothetically it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold's like going, okay, he's like, I kind of want to, stomp a mud hole in your ass here. You talk about where you want to frame things to go. So you go from here to here to here. And then within the match, you're here because quite frankly, it's you and the other person you're talking to. So if JV and I are talking, usually the heel is more experienced. So that would be in this scenario. JV would be quote the heel. He would be more experienced. So he's the one calling the match. Yeah. So
Appropriate.
he's like, all right, man. He's like, turnbuckle, give me a boot. And it's just he throws you into whatever turnbuckle. It's not corner turn, right, left. It's turnbuckle, and he throws you into it. All of a sudden, he's running at you. He's going to try to clothesline you. You give him a boot in the face. You put your foot up. That's it. And he goes, oh, and he runs into it. That's it. So it's it is a thing that, quite frankly, if you get your bell rung, you can fudge it up. I'm just gonna say that. And that's why the referee is in there too, as quote, ear of the producer, because the producer is in the microphone to say, as soon as a massive spot is hit, I'm talking about, through a table, through a ladder, stuff like that, the referee runs and literally gets face to face with you. You okay? How you doing? You good? Like going, can you that's the way it is. So, all right, moving on. Sorry.
Okay.
All right,
So
moving on to the last part, and we're covering a lot of bases here. This
this is a big deal. Personally, okay, John Cena is retiring. All right, cool. I'm not a big John Cena fan, as you might have guessed, but he's going to be doing 40. He's doing 40 dates from now till the end of 2025. So
yes,
he's going to be at pretty much the big pay-per-view premium live event whatever you want to call all them. He wants to be on that first episode on Netflix. And there's been these speculation that I've already seen creators doing a fantasy booking of who they would like to see John Cena face. Well, you got 40 dates, so you got plenty of room to make something happen here. Myself personally, this is just for my own sick and twisted humor. I would love to see Gunther just chop the shit out of him, because that's just me. I do think he's going to have a match with. I think he'll have a match with Cody Rhodes. I think he'll have a series with Randy Orton. I do think his last match for this run, when talking about who John Cena was probably the best rivalry with, is, I mean, you can make an argument for Edge, but Adam Copeland is with someone else right now. I think the last match should be Cena and CM Punk. Their rivalry
I was
very
thinking
good.
that. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. I like that.
So
I do too.
Someone who again, as I said, I don't know if you heard me, Ryan, just for my own sick and twisted amusement. I would love to see Cena in a match with Gunther, and Gunther just chop the shit out of him.
No, I did hear that. Before I respond,
make that chest just red as fuck.
From behind the curtain, I would like to hear what Ego thinks, and then I'll go.
Okay.
I mean, there's who he should face and who I'd like him to face. Who he should face, I think CM Punk makes sense. It works. I can only imagine the back and forth that could work with that. And after Punk McIntyre is over, it's a good, not segue isn't the right word, but it's a good next opponent for him and a good last opponent for John Cena. And to let that be that. Who I honestly would like, I'm not even sure how it would work, or whose side the audience would take. But if I could pull him out of retirement and then have him put on a decent match, I want to see Cena Stone Cold. Don't know why. It just like Cena Stone Cold. I would like. I know. Like I said, that's just what I would like to see.
Dream match. And yes.
More of a dream match. That's all I want to see. That's all. That's it.
Okay. All right. So, from behind the curtain, I would love to say that it would be John Cena and The Rock again. Third time WrestleMania. No, it's not going to happen because it was teased. It will happen, but I think it's going to be at something like Royal Rumble. Does that make sense?
Question. I know that Rock got hurt. Rock hurt himself in the first one. The second one was okay. Why would you want to see it a third time? You've already seen it twice.
Because they already teased it, against the whole Bloodline Cody Rhodes thing. Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I'm saying Royal Rumble, because you got a big one. It's huge. It's not WrestleMania, but it's huge.
The Rumble's a big one. Yeah.
CM Punk and John Cena one last time WrestleMania would be.
That's a fine one.
That would be awesome. It'd be awesome.
That's a good one. Thank you, Revenge. Thank you, Revenge.
Yeah. Well, Revenge is basically going to the same place I'm going. So the thing is, though, they tease it last WrestleMania. Okay, so I'm gonna go John Cena, Roman Reigns, one more time. One more time.
Fine.
At a big event.
Cena Reigns?
Cena Reigns.
Okay.
Not because John Cena is going to beat him, but he's going to be this close. And at the end of the match, they're going to shake hands. That will take Roman Reigns to the stratosphere. which he's
Roman
already
Reigns
in.
Really?
is
He
already there. Oh, Roman Reigns is
I was like,
already there.
he's a stratosphere level heel, but he needs to get over as
He's a face right now. He's a face.
I thought it was a
right now.
face. That's
he
just me. I
has
thought it was a
not
face.
stepped into the ring for months.
He
What
is
the hell?
already the biggest babyface in the company. He already is.
How? He's not there, dude.
He doesn't need to be there. The chance. We want Roman. We want Roman. We want Roman. We want Roman. The pop he's going to get when he shows
It's
up
gonna be insane.
at SummerSlam
Oh.
is going to be ridiculous. He is already the
I
biggest
agree.
face in the company.
Okay.
I agree for once.
I've missed a couple shows, so the episodes. Look, quite frankly, 340. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Roman is getting over as a face right now.
Mhm.
And it started. Yeah, never mind. I forgot about the fact that Paul Heyman was put through a table. All right, shut up, Ryan. All right, so going forward, Roman versus John Cena, two faces going head to head is always a blockbuster. The Rock and Stone Cold.
Okay,
You know,
I'm going to agree with you here. Okay, and this is why. Roman Cena there's no title involved. Doesn't need to be a title involved.
No.
Never. Doesn't need it. But it's the face of an era putting over the face of an era. That's what it is.
in a sense, yes. Roman Reigns has not been crowned the face of the previous era because now we're in what's called, and again, the Renaissance era. There needs to be a face.
It's Roman Reigns.
It's
Roman or
yeah,
Cody.
I know.
One of the two.
I don't want to clown on Cody, but the story's over, and quite frankly, it's like. That being said, all right, so John Cena, the Rock, big pay-per-view, not WrestleMania pay-per-view.
I mean,
John
do you think
Cena.
The Rock would go for that if it's not WrestleMania, though?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's gonna okay. The
Whose
Rock is
ego
gonna
let
need.
him do that?
Okay, The Rock. If it was again, this would have to be. So we've got WrestleMania 41 in Vegas this year. Rock's either going to be involved with Cody or Roman, so it's kind of a non-factor there. Could you put this in the biggest party of the summer? Rock and Cena there, sure.
Yeah,
but it needs to be at a marquee event.
Yeah, it needs to be something big. And the reason I say that, and quite frankly, look, I know there's a lot of Rock hate on this, Dwayne Johnson hate. The Rock has put over many, many people over the years. Brock Lesnar was one. The Hurricane. No, I'm not joking.
I know.
Booker T put The Rock over for the WCW championship during the Alliance run, and The Rock paid it back. Booker T kicking his ass. This is the way it works. This is the way the business works. Yes, there are people who have egos, and I've heard the stories. The Rock has a big ego, but he is not the most egregious of all of them. He will put people over for the fact to further the storyline. And so I mean, I lost.
Okay. I honestly think for a Cena Rock match, it's going to all depend on what Rock's shooting schedule is.
Well,
he's
John
doing.
Cena too. John Cena
Right.
too. He's a movie star.
Yeah.
And look,
'Cause, right-
look, fucking 10 years ago, John Cena was making fun of The Rock because he's like, hey, movie star, like going, I'm here every day.
I know.
Look,
I know.
it's funny. It's poetic. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I would love to see one more time and see the shaking of the hands.
Which you're going to get a lot of that. You're going to get a lot of the shaking hands. So
we gotta shake the hands.
I think there will be a match. I think there will be a match with Cody. I think there will be a match with Randy Orton.
Yep.
So you've got. It's just going to be. This is going to just be for people like this guy here. Big nostalgia. Oh my gosh, it's just like back when this happened, and back in this it's back when this era, and back when this era. This is great. Ryan likes the nostalgia part of it, and that's fine.
Ego does too.
I do. It's just I'm not the biggest Cena fan. Like I said, there's a weird point between like I never, not that I didn't understand CM Punk. It's just I missed his entire run, and I missed Cena's rise. I knew of him, but it's like if nothing ever. Like, oh, okay. I always thought like that dude looks like a jacked up Ernest, and that's all that I ever got from him.
He does.
That's all. That's all he does. That's all. I'm just saying. It's not no shade, no strays. It's just I was like, I guess he was just when I saw, I was like, who was this fucker with the jorts and the spinning title?
Jorts.
This dude's fucking weird.
Hold on.
And then all of a sudden, it was like he was doing this shit, something you respect. And then he was all make your hair. I'm like, when did this happen? Whatever. That's
I have to ask JV. Do you remember John Cena's debut?
Yeah. Versus Kurt Angle.
Yes. They literally named an era after him. He's like, son, what are you gonna do? He's like ruthless aggression, and he slapped Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that was earlier in the night. When Vince was like, what I want is ruthless aggression. And
I know.
Just took the ball and ran.
I know, but they named an era after it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Not a great era, but
it's not great.
Wait, I got a question. Did Cena ever wrestle the Undertaker?
I believe so. I believe.
Okay.
He wrestled in tag team matches with the Undertaker. Never faced the Undertaker solo.
Shit. All right, bring him out to WrestleMania.
So real quick, let me kind of highlight. John Cena was in 2008. He was WWE champion. The Undertaker was World Heavyweight Champion of SmackDown, and Kane was ECW champion.
Oh my God!
They had a giant tag team match. It was Undertaker, it was John Cena, it was Kane, it was Triple H, it was all the bells and whistles, 6-man, and I think that was that was about the closest they got.
Okay.
All right. We have talked a whole lot. All right.
I still don't have of our judge here, which is weird. Because I wanted to ask something.
Sure.
If since we're just past the halfway point of the year, and I had a thought that next week we do a top 5 best of 2024 so far.
Okay.
Where the categories would be, you find them right here. I got my little note cards here. We would go with match of the year. So the best match so far this year.
Okay.
Category 4 would be
go ahead.
Would it be best breakout star this year? So any of the NXT call-ups that have been that have come up this year. Any big free agent signings, which I'm sure someone will want to make a case for.
I'm sorry,
And
what?
then best on-screen character. So someone, maybe the in-ring work, they haven't done a lot, but the character that they have been on screen has been advancing storylines, very compelling. And then the last two, best male, best female wrestler, as in just the whole package.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, it would be, since Brad is not here, would it be better to do that tonight? Because I can name probably 4 out of 5 right now.
Let's wait till Brad is here, and we'll make it a full thing, and we can have Matt judge.
Why are you scared, bro? What the fuck?
I'm not scared. I'd go in anytime. I'm just saying.
Scared.
I'd hate for you guys to do this without me, and for hate for me to say top 5.
Wait, you're not going to be here next week?
No, I'm just. Are you saying next week? You're talking about tonight?
Next week.
Yeah, okay. I thought you said tonight. I was like, let's wait till Brad's here. I hate to do this without him, because he's gonna hear how, like, hey, top match had Jade in it. Breakout Star had Jade in it. Best match 2024, all the ones that Jade was in. I can't wait for Brad to hear.
It's really weird.
Jade.
That is. Really
I thought that the stereotype of people, black people screaming at the screens and being scared was a thing, but now I know it's a thing.
I'm not. I just need to make my
No,
point.
girl, don't go in that fucking room.
I have hearing loss, so it needs to be loud enough for me to hear it, so I know that you guys heard it. Okay, and I'm saying this all with the caveat until Jordan Grace gets in. The minute she gets here, you have off.
You have to ask. You have to ask the marshal over here to call an audible.
Well, Jordan Grace would probably show up because her TNA contract ends in January. She'd be going to NXT first, which they just said, which again I'm like, okay, you want Jordan Grace, fine, but the WWE already has a Jordan Grace. Her name is Ivy Nile. The size.
I don't like it. Move her out of the way.
I didn't ask.
No.
I didn't ask if you would like.
No.
I'm not switching allegiance, okay, guys. I'm just letting you guys know my favoritism isn't fair. That's all I'm saying. I'm consistently inconsistent on who my top lady is wrestling. That's all.
Okay, how about this? Let's do this. Since Ego is he's putzing out. Let's do this. Top 3 WrestleMania matches of all time as an interim. We'll do that.
For right now? Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, Matt's not here, so we can't judge. We'll let the chat judge, minus Matt. And all right, so let's go number 3, 2, then 1. All right.
Okay. Well, let's just even say them. So hang on. So let me do this. So we're doing number 3. Okay. We'll do. All right.
Just give me a second. I gotta look this up. Hold on.
What the fuck, Kels?
I'll just
says no, not steroid Grace.
Don't do. Okay, she's okay. You know what? She shredded down. She was getting set for physique competition.
She's getting shredded.
Okay? She's back in her bulking phase now. Okay.
Okay.
Do this to me.
She has bigger shoulders than you.
Okay. For now.
Okay. Are we doing the whole typing in thing?
Yeah, type it in.
Okay, hold on. All right. So number 3. The number 3 WrestleMania. Hold on, because we're fucking calling it an audible because
that's fine.
Going to go with this.
I hope I get this one right.
All right. I am ready. When you're ready, Ego.
I think so. Yep. Go ahead when you're ready.
And reveal. Ooh, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. No, which
Thank
one,
God I
though?
remember. Whew.
There was two of them.
I'll have to go with the last one because I really
Okay.
thought Shawn was going to win that one. I'll have to. Like I said, my memory will be later than earlier, so I had to go with the last one they had.
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Another nice one.
Yes.
I mean, that's WrestleMania 3, the slam heard around the world.
Yes, indeed.
It's a iconic moment. It's a moment that's in every it's a moment that's in every signature that the WWE does to start a show when they start just going around.
Yep.
And then I would go with Kofi Mania WrestleMania 35 for much of the reason that I gave for the best champions. It was really important to get that belt off of Daniel Bryan, and just the organic movement to get Kofi into that main event, because again, this was another moment where the company didn't want to push him. They thought he was a habitual tag team guy, and the fans were like, "No, we want Kofi Mania,"
yeah.
and it was a beautiful WrestleMania moment.
Dude,
All right,
Kofi Kingston earned it. So Brad says good picks all around. Cornelia says Sean V versus Undertaker for sure.
great match. It's a great match.
Great match. So that being said, we are going to number two is going to be real quick. Hold on. All right.
Okay.
Hold, please. Stop.
What happened?
Stop.
Is somebody here?
You motherfucker. Thank you for being here. Stop. Fucking man.
So,
yeah, he is.
So,
Thank you for being here.
How did this happen?
Yeah, he is. Matt.
Someone's playing something here.
Echo, bro.
He's got the echo. It's fine.
Okay.
Go
So,
to the next one. Echo, bro.
So
Yeah, sorry guys, my audio was all. I did a Linux update and all my settings changed.
You're good. You're good.
Gotcha. So, do we want to put this on hold because this ties into our best? Ties into a top five down the road for best WrestleManias of all time.
I have. We can do this one, and I got one we can add in if you want to do it. But go ahead.
Ego.
Get him ahead. I'm sorry. I gotta settle down. Sorry.
Or
it's the judge's call.
And now we go to, and you want to go to just the top five promos, like we were scheduled.
I mean, look, it
I'm
almost.
good now.
It almost feels like we should delay. We should swap.
Why?
Because we started.
So you want to?
I'm good for whichever.
I mean, so you want to do? So you want to do something that counts for nothing instead of doing the top five promos like we had.
Judge's call.
All right, Matt.
Well, what did I miss? Because I clearly did not pay attention.
We were just going over a for fun top three WrestleMania matches of all time, and we were waiting for you to come in to do the top five promos of all time. So the question is to you: do you want to continue with the just for fun top three matches, or do you want to just go into the top five promos?
Well, okay, so we're missing someone else, and I'd really like to have four of you for this promo thing.
Well, but to be fair,
I wasn't here last week.
To be fair, we also did a top top 5 last week, and Ego was not.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So-
Okay, so
Well, hold on. Let me
It's a bye
argue.
week for Brad.
Let me argue in defense of Ego. Ego wasn't here last week. Brad's not here this week. Should we really like hard press forward? Look, I'm just saying to keep
It's a bye
fair.
week. It's a bye week. You get a bye week. How about that? It's a bye.
So
It's
you
a bye
get like
week.
you get like what,
A
3
bye week.
points for being on a bye?
1. It keeps it even because at some point one of us is
Okay,
gonna miss.
No, because you have Ego, you have missed 2 shows.
Yeah,
Where
take
we
1
did-
point. Half a
Well,
point.
no.
Half a point.
Well, no, because you have felt the time of missing points, but you want to be
I don't
nice.
want to have a heat stroke on a live stream.
Okay,
I don't want to have a heat stroke.
okay.
bro.
Whoa.
but we could have made money on that.
Calm down, sir. All I'm saying is this is not something we have not done before.
Okay.
If you're not here, that's life sucks. Sorry.
You and Shiro, this is how you coach volleyball too. I can feel it. I heard
Yeah.
the coach of you. I know. I'm just like, Coach, I broke my ankle. Walk it off.
And?
You weren't here for it. I'm
And?
joking. See, okay, shit. You know what? Okay, keep going. Go on.
Also, just for the record, when you hear your family.
Okay, Olive Garden.
I'd like a
So you want to
Sounds
do
like we're-
doing the top 5 pro almost. That's
Thumbs
why we're
up.
here.
You go with
thumbs
that.
up
I'm
for
good.
top 5 promos. Thumbs up. Judge.
Thumbs up.
Top 5
Judge.
promos.
Just
Judge it
let's
by
go.
it.
Let's
Okay,
go.
we're in.
Wait,
Okay. So our number 5 promo. We're gonna go with this. Get your answers in, and then Brad DM'd his choices, and we'll just go over those now for fun, and we'll see how those
Roger
go.
that. Hold on. Oh, why did I hear a boop? Oh no. Okay. I'm going with. All right, got it. Hold
All
on.
right.
All right.
Oh, I'm typing. Sorry. Got it, but
All good.
All right.
got
I
it.
got mine ready. Okay,
You're
Ryan's
good.
ready. Ego, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Doom. What the freak?
Okay. Ego, we'll start with you.
Yes. Okay. I will say
Which
it's from a
that is-
standpoint.
That's the wonderful promo too.
I think for me is because I caught on to Bray Wyatt very, very, very late. And the only thing that I'd seen of him was just the creepy backwoods Louisiana monster lurking kind of deal. And the fact that he would do the thing where he'd do a straight up backbend from being knocked down. I did not know he was sensational on the microphone. And knowing that he was second generation wrestler and that his father was the IRS man, and knowing that he was Howie, what's it called? What was his first name? What was the first wrestling name they gave him? Howie?
Husky.
Harris. Yeah.
Husky
To go
Harris.
from-
Husky Harris.
Yes. The son of the IRS man named Husky was dubbed Husky Harris is this guy over here that's absolute fire on the microphone after winning a championship. It's like you're thinking like, how could this backwoods looking guy hold up a company as a champion? And the minute I saw that he had the whole damn world in his hands, I'm like, yo, I want to see more of this guy. I can't wait to see him the next time. So it changed my complete perception about one person off of that entire promo. So it's always going to be like in my top 5, albeit at 5, but top.
Gotcha. All right. I think we're going to have a conversation here, not really a promo, but Ryan, Rock versus Undertaker.
So The Rock versus The Undertaker. The first time when The Rock became a good guy, a face. He's like going, Undertaker has a 33-pound head. He's like, I'm gonna take that son of a bitch sideways. I'm gonna stick it straight up his candy ass. Look, I'm trying to do the voice. It doesn't, it's not my character. I did better when I was actually in wrestling. But he's like, Undertaker, you want to come out here? You want to run your mouth? He's like, you have a 33-pound head. And he literally said he's gonna take Undertaker at the time, 1998, was the man. And the Undertaker has been the man before, after that. But he's like, I'm going to stick that up your candy ass. And people went, it was revolutionary. It was huge. And look, I know that JV's not a huge fan of The Rock, but quite frankly, for fuck's sakes, the impression was more like the Pebble. You know what, Dempsey? You're banned. You're fucking banned. You're banned.
He's my mind. He's my mind. He's banned.
It's a joke. I don't ban anybody. Dempsey's
right.
good people, but so that's my pick.
All right. So Mankind going into the Royal Rumble at Madison Square Garden against Triple H. They are slotted to have a street fight together. And this was on the Thursday night SmackDown. On the previous Raw, DX jumped him. They bloodied his shirt up. And you got Mankind on the stage. Oh, Mankind's a tough son of a gun, and I just know this, that you are the game. You're the best at this, and Mankind is not the one to take you on in a street fight in Madison Square Garden. But I think the WWF fans deserve a suitable replacement, so I'm going to announce him now. You might have an idea of who he is. Pulls off the mask. And then you see the camera work where Hunter was really confident. You see his face just sink. Pulls off the tie, the shirt. Matter of fact, you got a good idea of who he is. His name is Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. So this promo, if it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, if it's in Boise,
really?
No, hold on. If this promo was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, if it's in Boise, Idaho, it doesn't go over as nearly as good as it was. This is Chicago.
Sure.
And the rabid Chicago fans, the pop that they gave this was, oh, damn, shit just got real. So that's why, just from a crowd interaction perspective, because this is what a promo should do. Hype up something, either a person or a match coming up or an event. This is what it's supposed to do. Get fans excited. Okay. Matt, of these three, who gets the 3 points?
So again, because I based on the arguments, because I personally would rank these differently than I'm about to give the points. The Cactus Jack thing gets the 3. That was such a pop, and for those who are listening, for Vince to allow someone to use their outside name in WWE, he had to be convinced I'll make way more money with this, or someone had to call in a big favor back then, because that was not only in ring like you said, Joker. But the behind the scenes stuff, man, And again, that Rock for number 2 points is the Rock versus the Undertaker. That was the Undertaker. This was that 97 or something.
98.
And was the Undertaker the Minister of Darkness yet?
No, he was. Yeah, sorry, take that back. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so that was right in the darkest period of the Undertaker. Like out of just leaving the ministry of darkness. So to stand up to that when he was crucifying people on the Ankh, if you remember that, and he was the Brood was sacrificing people with the druids, and like that was like, you know how the old kayfabe when supernatural existed, that was the end of it, and it ended on a climax. You know what I mean? Like you could never go better than that. It's like, you know, so that's the 2-pointer, and it's the 1-pointer only because it's going up against like these other two, because that Bray Wyatt whole world in my hand, that cult leader vibe that they shied away from real quickly, to me would have been the biggest like gimmick since the Undertaker. So you know what I mean? So yeah, these were great choices.
All right, and Brad's just for shits and giggles is the debut of Y2J.
Oh, by the way, Ego, go back for Mike Rotunda before IRS. Look for when he was Iron Mike Rotunda. He did his best work then in a tag team with Barry Windham. You know,
really,
yeah.
Okay,
U.S. Express. The U.S. Express.
Yep.
Why does that sounds familiar? All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Do we get
four.
honorable mention at some point?
Later
on honorable mention? Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So we have our number 4 pick.
I'm ready. All right. Are you ready already?
Ready.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, reveal. Okay. All right, we'll go with Undertaker versus Stone Cold first.
All right. We're going to literally the same era. This is pre-Attitude Era. They have not it's a transition. Anyway, long story short. So, The Undertaker decided to kidnap Stephanie McMahon. Undertaker did a massive promo. He's like, it's the whole entire spiel. It was awesome. He put Stephanie McMahon on literally a TX Undertaker symbol.
Yeah.
She was strapped, and had been previously done to, we'll just say other people. Stone Cold Steve Austin. The glass shatters. He comes out. He beats the snot out of everybody. And he looks and he's like, he starts untangling Stephanie from that whole entire crucifixion thing. She jumps up, she hugs him. This is before the McMahon Helmsley regime. That is fucking good television, because quite frankly, Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't give a shit about Stephanie McMahon. She didn't give a shit about he didn't give a shit about Vince. He went out there to do the right thing in front of the and of course it's entertainment, the fans, and it was huge. It was huge. It was one of the only times that Stone Cold Steve Austin actually defended somebody who would ultimately betray him later.
Oh shit! Okay,
question.
I didn't know. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
What part of this was a promo? You just described a segment.
I was gonna ask that because I thought that was. I didn't know if that was a promo.
It was a promo because
that's a segment. Where was the
it
mic
was
work?
because Undertaker said the promo.
Okay, so okay, cool, all right. Left eye.
Wait,
Ego.
hold on. Are you actually doubting the fact that like the Undertaker?
No, I remember.
I
He did a
was doubting
long
the
like
second
Undertaker speech.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine because
All right,
because you're really focused on the after part, and not the promo
Yes,
itself.
but the Undertaker. Hold on, there, Jade Cargill. You fucking bitch.
I'm not the one that said it wasn't a promo to begin with. Why am I catching all the straight?
You're kind of
okay?
bouncing like
I'm just saying I don't know.
The
got the Jade
Undertaker
Cargill flex
started
going
the
on.
promo to lure in Austin.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, dude.
Thank you.
Like,
okay, focus on the promo, not Stone Cold.
Your pettiness is showing.
I'm not petty, dude.
Tenfold.
I'm not, dude.
Yes, you are. You're being petty.
Okay, I'm not. You described a segment, not the promo.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, I'm changing mine then, because I didn't know we were doing that.
You
know
that, right?
We were on. I didn't know what time it was.
I am fully aware, sir. Okay, Ego, rock concert, 2012.
Shit, I was gonna nip. Okay, you know what? I have to rock with what I got because I didn't know with those rules we were on. I have never seen a promo have such real world implications, or just call it damn good timing, if you will. I don't think of The Rock as much of a singer as much as he is an entertainer. So when he sat in there and started playing the guitar and talking about how John Cena was tonguing down a woman that wasn't his wife, I really didn't necessarily believe it so much because they're like, oh, they're high school sweethearts, been around for a long time, Rock's just talking shit. And then I hear, oh, wow, he and his wife are going through a rough time. Oh, shit, they're going through a divorce? Yeah, and he named specific places, too. I'm like, number one, it's petty, entertaining as hell, and we're in the era of the reality TV, so there's no way you're going to be able to escape this kind of an allegation. And the fact that it actually led to a divorce, and I will say, to me, since then, I think Cena has had a kink shame fetish. Because since then, this dude either likes being shown semi-nude or damn near completely nude. And I don't think he's ever recovered from the Rock show. That's why I say Rock concerts number 4 for me.
Okay. All right.
JB, would you like to break down the fact that Cena likes to get nude and has nothing to do with the promo?
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying since then, that's all I've seen. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking around, but
okay, my bad.
Just being facetious.
A marketing campaign, countdown to the millennium. Been rumored that certain people were coming over from WCW.
Damn it.
The Rock comes in to cut a promo in the ring talking about the Undertaker and the Big Show. And then the countdown begins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the music. Out comes Chris Jericho to cut his own promo to introduce himself to the WWE audience. And this just explains who Chris Jericho is. He's wearing the leather pants. He's got the sparkly shirt. He's got the little top ponytail. He's got the little goatee. He is a douchebag, and he is exciting to listen to. He busts out phrases like the Ayatollah of rock and rolla. Welcome to Raw is Jericho. And he just goofs on everybody. Like all these idiots in the back and this idiot in the ring right here. The WWF will never be the same again. Thank you. So one of the most anticipated.
Hold on.
One of the most anticipated debuts and delivered in spades.
Am I waiting for him to come back?
Sure.
Okay. Well, while waiting for him, here's a whole other possible list for you. You know how we say a lot of guys are good heels, a lot of guys are good faces. Jericho is one of the best. If you rank guys, he's one of the highest on the face and heel list of all people.
Yeah, like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be another. Who are the best at both?
That's
type of thing.
possible. Possible.
That's
Okay,
another
just
list.
for
I like that.
just for Brad's pick here. Again, this was more of a segment because it was a back and forth. It was a dialogue. Rock and Cena wrist notes on Raw when Cena called out that The Rock had his notes written on his wrist.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, Dempsey. The answer to that question is the metal ingots by Alter Bridge used by Edge.
That's fair.
And Ego, I won't say what they are in case someone else brings them up as one of their promos, but there are other Rock concerts that you should look into.
I just the only one that's like
a lot of
my
them.
head. I need
A lot of them like weren't even on like Raw or SmackDown. They were like house shows that W put on the network.
He did it on house shows too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like yeah. You'll find like fan takes of the Rock all the time because in the house shows he could say anything because it's not. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, bro. Actually, send me the best one, the most vicious one you can find. Then, because all I knew was about the Rock Show 2012.
If no one brings up, I'll see if I could find the particular one. If it's even online, I remember watching it on YouTube years ago, like old YouTube years ago. You know?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, the thing for me that makes it difficult is the fact that like I didn't know, like with Ryan saying the Undertaker Stone Cold one, like I didn't know that would you consider that a promo.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, because I was
no worries.
It'll probably be my honorable mention, but go ahead.
Okay, Matt, you're up.
Okay, so I mean, 3 points is the Y2J debut. That was, like incredible. Like, and he sold it. You know what I mean? Like,
boy,
did he sell? And he has sold every time he's come up with these gimmicks out of nowhere. But that one needed a lot of selling. You know what I mean? Because although it was nifty on him, because everyone hated Y2K because of the Y2K bug and all the way they hyped us up about the disaster, like the government always does with these big things. Like, it's going to be the world's going to end. You got to do whatever. And he built right off of that, man. And oh wow, that's a 3-pointer. This one's a little tough. For reasons given, Undertaker Stone Cold is a 2-pointer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I accept.
All right.
I would have accepted it the other way too.
Well, again, it's a tough call. Like you know what I mean? Like because you made great case for why it's a promo rather than a pure vignette, and also why it was good. And the rock concert he brought up was, as he pointed out, pretty vicious. But if he had brought a couple other things that I know about that, maybe he would have had more evidence that I could say, okay, I could clearly give him over you type of thing. So I'm trying to keep my personal preference out of this because I will Undertaker is my all-time favorite wrestler. So I got to keep that out of it. It's like,
gotcha.
Okay,
that's definitely fair. Sorry, real quick. Hold on. I need to address the chat because we did a whole lot. Crimey. Mr. G says, you okay, Ryan? I'm good. Had to go to the door. The Rock, also Goose on him though. Yeah, it's true. Dempsey, Cornelius. Y2J made me pop the most personally. Y2J won. So I feel you on that one. I was not actually old enough to have seen Y2J debut. It was I missed it by literally probably 8 months. Anyway, Dempsey says, while we wait, best metal intro song.
The Metal Ingus.
Tommy Dreamer, Man in a Box, hands down. Boom.
Oh yeah, good one.
Slow Chemical, Kane. Oh my God, we could do best
intros.
Yes,
intros?
best WWE intros.
Best and worst. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Okay.
So here we go. So the next,
I was gonna say,
yes, Ego.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, Matt, if we're pitching stuff, can I pitch what's more likely to happen? Top 5 of that.
No.
You know, that's why we got to do it.
What?
Yeah, just the what
five.
ifs.
Top,
The
top five what ifs. Is Jade,
Yeah.
gonna fail?
Yeah, Jade.
No.
Jade.
1, 2, 3,
Jade.
4,
Depending
5.
on the kid's ego when you do the
It's
Jade
what's
Cargill
more
up
likely to
and-
happen. It's what's more likely
Jade
to
and
happen.
Jey Uso. Jade
That's
and
all
Jey
I'm
Uso.
saying.
Jade
Or
and
we
Jey
could,
Uso.
or we
Jade
could
and
do
Jey
best
Uso.
of a bad
Jade and Jey
situation,
Uso.
which, or you can say,
No.
I'm just saying best of a bad situation. That's what I'm
No.
saying. I'm throwing it.
Our number three pick. Number three
Here we
pick.
go. Here we
That's
go.
fine. Go to the next. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Number 3 pick. Are we ready?
Hold on. No, because I had to go to the door. What's a number 3? That one's number 2 to me. Shit. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I'm gonna go Rock. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got.
Have a great night, sir.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry, typing. Putting the date to
Okay.
literally. All right, I'm good. It should be the date. Here we go.
And 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay. I'll go first on this one. It's the Invasion Survivor Series, culminating with WCW, ECW. Vince's children are in control of the alliance with Paul Heyman. Vince McMahon is WWF. Paul Heyman comes out. Paul Heyman comes out to cut what is known as a shoot promo. Now, a shoot in and of itself is not a good. It doesn't work. That's a Vince Russo thing, where a shoot is like, "Hey, I know your wife cheated on you, and your third kid isn't yours." Ha 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 ha. People can shoot all day long. It's when you can take a realistic premise and weave it into storyline context. So Paul Heyman comes out and he does this shoot promo on Vince where he invokes the name of his father. And when he said that your father went to the promoters around the country, shook hands with them, and said that he would never compete with them, that his son would never compete with them. And when your father died, you competed. You drove them out of business. You stole their ideas. You stole their talent. You know it, and you know I'm right, Vince. You know I'm right, don't you, Vince? You took Hulk Hogan's blood and built Titan Tower. You stole Bret Hart's dream, bought yourself an airplane, and put WWF all over it. You stole Shawn Michaels' smile and took your company public and made yourself a billionaire. And I don't care about, and Paul listed three legit promotions that Vince legitimately ran out of business and said, and I don't care about this and this and this and this. You stole my ideas. When ECW was making the edgy TV that you now call Attitude. When Doink the Clown had green hair and a rubber nose, Stone Cold Steve Austin was drinking his first beer in ECW. You made wrestling a dirty word, Vince, because you wanted sports entertainment. We want wrestlers. And this shoot promo, Paul gets asked to this day, how much of that was scripted? How much did Vince know? And I saw an interview where Paul was like, Vince did not know one thing I was going to say. Is because I asked him, do you want to know what I'm going to say? And Vince was like, no, just draw me money. And Paul was like, okay, I can do that. Are you going to respond to anything? No, just draw me money. He even said, Taz was a wrestler. He was a machine. And now he's been reduced to a color commentator, and not a good one at that. This was done. This was so believable that people were like, oh my God, Paul's actually shooting on Vince. But it wove into the storyline of the invasion angle at Survivor Series, and it made you want to buy that pay-per-view. It made you want to buy a ticket. It made you want to buy a shirt. It draws money in. One of the best promos ever. Razor Ramon, you want a war?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would say I started watching WCW maybe slightly before Scott Hall, Razor Ramon got there. So when they got there, I'm not going to lie, I really didn't know who he was. I'd played one of the WWF games on Sega, and I'd seen, him with the pink vest and all the chains, but I didn't make the connection that was him. Because I'm like, that's Scott Hall, but that's not Razor Ramon. I didn't know how the identities worked at that point. The fact that he came on and said, you want a war, I'll give you a war. And I'm like, who are we going to war with? Like, it's all good guys over here. It's Macho Man. It's Lex Luger. It's Sting. I mean, who are you going to go to war with? Billy Kidman or Rey Mysterio? So the fact that he came in and it was a guy that was from WWE came in, he pulled Kevin Nash out, also another WWE superstar, and then brought in Hogan, formed the NWO, which to me was one of the all-time best heel turns that I've seen when it happened. And all this from a guy coming outside in, like, hey, I'm giving WCW instant credibility when you guys are losing the Monday Night Wars before we even called it a wars. I'm giving you credibility. I'm giving the fans something to look forward to. It was a very slow build. And to me, the pop when Hulk Hogan came down and just like drops the shit out of the guy, and then they paint NWO on the belt, like it all starts with Razor Ramon saying, I'm going to give you a war. And it was a war that none of us saw coming because we didn't even know who the damn combatants were. So to do that and then go to the NWO and give WCW credibility and WWF at the time a run for its money was fantastic. And it's one of my top 5 promos.
Cool. All right. Rock and Hogan, I got to pee. I'll be right back.
Well, it's weird he has to pee because, quite frankly,
he's eating too much pie.
I'll wait till he gets back. So The Rock and Hulk Hogan, 2003. The Rock came out Indianapolis, and a huge pop, but not quite the pop he usually got. He walked down. It was like there was a smattering of booze, and he's like Hulk Hogan. He's like, because again, this was past WrestleMania. What was 19, I believe
18 or 19. Yeah,
18 or 19. It was 18. Thank you. 17 was Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Anyway, The Rock came out. He's like Hogan. He's like, don't tear. He's like, well, I mean, he's like going, well, let me tell you something, brother. He's like, and he was just like clowning Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan started again tearing the shirt, and he's like, Hogan, hold on. He's like, The Rock has respect for you. He's like, and stuff like that. And basically, he's like, honestly, we're here to entertain. And he extends his hand because he stepped outside of the ring ropes. He extended his hand, and Hulk Hogan went to shake his hand, and The Rock spit water in his face. And this was the birth of the Hollywood Rock. That being said,
Hey, Decepticon.
yeah. What's up, Decepticon? I have to call an audible because, quite frankly, JV's answer is I loved wrestling for like a year before this. The Alliance, WWF versus WCW and ECW sucked me in so fast it made my head spin. Stone Cold Steve Austin, was meant to save, and then he turned, and then The Rock came back, and it was like, quite frankly, Matt, I'm gonna vote for JV's answer of Paul Heyman, WCW, the Alliance, WCW. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for.
Well, that's the easy 3-pointer, the Heyman thing.
Yeah, so I'm picking that one. So
the 2-pointer, again, this is tough because there was that whole Rock Hogan thing going on back then.
Also, apparently, The Rock is gay without a K.
But Ego made some good points about that you want a war with the whole arrival of the NWO. So that's the 2-pointer in this case.
Gotcha.
I like it. I have no regrets.
And without saying which one, that's not even the best Heyman promo of this type, by the way.
No,
it's not.
Okay, so for Brad, for his number 3 was Mankind and The Rock. This is your life. That was his promo for that.
That was good, but it was very gimmicky. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. All right. For our number 2, here we go.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh no. Shit. This one's longer.
Let me know
All
when
right.
you guys are ready. All right.
All right.
I'm
ready.
Ready. Is that a yes, Ego? Use your words.
Shit.
I was muted. I was gonna say yes. I'm ready.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And 3, 2, 1, reveal. Whoops, hang on. What did not work for mine? Hang on.
There we go.
That did not work on one. I did the wrong thing. There it is. Oh, Ego. Good call, Ego. Good call. Number 2. Okay. Ryan, we'll let you go first.
All right. I'm sitting up. Sorry. All right.
Oh,
so
I know this one.
Oh,
yeah, you do.
Dear God.
So The Rock, Hulk Hogan, and Kane. The Rock and Hulk.
I remember it now.
The Rock and Hulk.
That's pretty good.
I was sitting there and he's like, The Rock is like, he's like, we don't have to worry. He's like, I know this guy. He's like, he's good. And then Kane shows up and he's like going, the Rock is like, look, he's like, he's not scared. He's like, are you ready? And Kane says, Glenn Jacobs, he's like, are you ready? He's like, is The Rock ready? He's like, are you? It doesn't matter if you're ready. He's like, tonight, Kane tag teams with Hulk Hogan and The Rock. And if it's 20,000 screaming 20,000 Hulkamaniacs and the millions and billions and 20,000 Canaanites, he's like, what you gonna do, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash? What you gonna do when The Rock Hulk Hogan and Kane run wild on you. What you gonna do?
Pretty good.
All right.
Literally what happened.
Okay.
I'm
No, totally fine. Okay, I'll start, and then you go. You can add your take on this.
You
Okay.
got it.
Also, a bit of a shoot promo here. A bit of a shoot in here. You got your Bible. You got your John 3:16. Austin 3:16 said, "I just whooped your ass. Why don't you go to the back, grab yourself a cheap bottle of Thunderbird, and find that courage that you used to have? I'm putting everyone on notice. I don't care if it's Davey Boy Smith, Shawn Michaels. I don't care. I'm running through everyone. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so." Okay. A promo that shooted on someone who was past their prime and took a major shot at them.
Sure.
But now, much like the Y2J debut, this let you know who Stone Cold Steve Austin was. He just elevated himself. And the following Monday on Raw, Austin 316 shirts started selling. To this day, it is in the top 5 selling shirts in WWE history. This is an absolute fact. So, this also kicked off an era. This kicked off the Attitude Era, and this kicked off the face of that era with one promo. Ego, bring it home.
I will also give it to Austin 316, but from a completely different reason. For most people that do know, I was homeschooled till I was like 13 or 14.
Hi, Nadia.
And so the thing is, like, what was allowed in our house was like 3 things.
Nadia.
All right, Little House of the Prairie, Good Times, and TN, or what was it called? What do they call it? TBN, Turner Broadcasting Network, or the 700
TBS.
Club. No. It's the 700 the Christian version. 700 Club and TBN, Turner TBN. It's I forget. It's not Turner Broadcasting, but it's Trinity Broadcasting Network. TBN.
Right,
there we go.
Right.
It's 700 Club. They're kind of the same thing. And so I remember when Jake the Snake was on there, and I'm like, I was like, I don't know how old I would have been when it happened. I was like, look at this. This man said he sold his soul to the devil. Look at that. He's just snake charming for Jesus. This is awesome. I'm serious. I was a weird kid. Okay, I was just like, we scored one for Jesus.
You were weird?
I was weird.
At
kid,
some time in the past?
It's a weird.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sometime in the past, not now. I'm ultimately cool. Okay. Anyway, so I will say that right after that, when the Austin 316 promo came out, and I'm like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine going after my man Jake the Snake Robertson? What is happening? I swear to God, though, the next night when Austin 316 played, right after that, I will say this. I looked left, looked right to make sure my parents couldn't see, and I threw up the middle fingers, and I was doing this shit right here. So I will say for that reason, it's number 2 tops.
Okay. So, I mean, it's 3-pointer is tied for that. There's no contesting what they give all the reasons. That's one of the few things that could have beat your promo, because I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, they better have some damn good reasons that they give, not just it's Austin 316. Like, that promo, man, like that was so out of nowhere. You know, it was like getting hit with an RKO out of nowhere. You know what I mean? The promo out of nowhere. It's like, oh man. But so 3-pointers, and I guess 2 points for the Rock Hogan and the Canaanites. And they're like, what are Canaanites?
Yeah, no, I feel that, dude.
And Canaanites are a thing from the Bible, which is not necessarily a good term.
True.
And so that was a fluff of that too. It was like,
it worked.
You know,
Okay, so Brad for fun has the pipe bomb. That's in the wrong place.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have some dissenting opinions then. Okay.
All right. Are we ready for a number 1?
Hold on. Close. Ready and locked in.
Ego, are you ready?
Are you ready? This summer, Ego.
Use your words, Ego.
That's a thumb.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Just hard times. Okay. That almost made not my list. Almost made my list, but Ego, I'll let you go with this one. Go.
I think for the most part, it kind of gets to the roots of wrestling, not just as an entertainment, but I mean, like when you're talking about like true catchers wrestling, it was kind of a carnival show. People that may not have had a lot going on or may not have a lot of money could say, hey, I can go to the circus, watch these two guys battle it out. It's more of a community event, and it's kind of grassroots and blue collar. And so by the time you get to the 80s, you've got guys like Ric Flair, even though he's more to be in the 70s, going around showing off the suits, saying I'm jet setting. I got all these ladies. I'm getting this money. You're like, well, but that's not for that crowd. The wrestling's for us. It's for grassroots, blue collar. So when Dusty Rhodes comes out and cut this promo and says all these things that I think a lot of people might have been echoing in the 80s, that, hey, you work 30 years. They give you a watch, patch on the button, say, hey, look, Daddy, computer replaced your job. And hey, you took out Dusty Rhodes, took me out of work, you took money out of my family. I think a lot of people might have felt it. Honestly, I think you can say that shit now.
Hot time.
And it echoes for what hot times, Daddy. And he said the two guys that are bad men are John Wayne, he's dead, and you're looking at the other guy, it's a bad man. And it's kind of a rallying cry for the blue collar.
My belly kind of big, franchise. My honey a little big.
Yeah, I think it's a rallying cry. I think especially now when you've got situations like, for everyone that's been about this wrestling life, you guys have seen the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes or Roman Rhodes for 2 years, and you're like, we're finally going to get this payoff, and you're like, they stuck the Rock in so that the people that are higher rollers that may have nothing to do with wrestling or know what's going on, they put them in. You're like, yo, that's not for you guys, that's for us. Like, this is what we want. We don't want you to just bring some guy in. We know he's got a past of wrestling, he's done great, but like, this is our story. Like, we've actually watched this whole storyline build up, and I think Dusty Rhodes was kind of saying that back then with Hard Times. So I think that's, for me, my top promo that I've witnessed.
Gotcha. All right. It was said last round. Obviously, this is going to be his. This is no surprise here. So, Ryan, give your 2 cents of Austin 316.
So, Stone Cold Steve Austin started on the independent circuit. He was moved into, quote, WWF, and he was bumped. He was fired. Paul Heyman said, I heard you were fired. Come on down. Tell us how you feel. Do it on television. Do it on television. Tell us how you feel. And he cut one of the greatest promos of all time. That's the first.
All right.
Then, JR noticed. JR, of WWE. Jim Ross. He heard that. And Stone Cold Steve Austin came to WWE. There was a burp of a hiccup. And when he won King of the Ring, this is one of the most iconic phrases in the history of the world. Austin 316 said, I just kicked your ass. That was a biblical quote. Austin 316 said, I just kicked your ass. He won King of the Ring. He became the biggest WWE superstar of all time at that point. Yes, there was a little battle later, but Austin 316 said I just kicked your ass. There is no phrase in history that is probably more prominent than that. I can ask anybody on the panel. I can go on the street, said Austin 316. Said I just kicked your ass. Ooh.
Okay. Austin 316 was the standard for promos for some time until 2011. Las Vegas, Thomas and Max Center. Raw roulette. CM Punk interferes in a match between John Cena and R-Truth, a tables match. R-Truth puts John through a table. John loses. CM Punk grabs a microphone, famously sits on the stage, Indian style, and cuts what is the most iconic promo of all time. It's the pipe bomb. Now, I know some of you are sitting there listening to this and you're uncomfortable about it. And I just want to let you know that I don't hate Austin 316. I like Austin 316. I like it a lot more than other promos that have been mentioned. What I hate is the notion that it's the best in the world. No, the pipe bomb is the best in the world. This is leading up to Cena and Punk at the Royal Rumble when Cena says, I'm going to take your WWE championship and I'm walking out with it. Which he did. The famous blow a kiss, run into the crowd. Who knows? Maybe I'll defend it in New Japan. Maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor. That was a no-no. You don't mention other promotions in Vince's WWE. Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Hey there, Colt Cabana. How are you? I don't hate you, John. The only thing you're better than me at is kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're almost as good as Hogan is. Maybe not as good as Dwayne. He was always a good ass kisser. Still is. And then he turns it on the fans. Because you guys are just as big a reason for me leaving as this guy right here. Because you're the ones who buy those collector cups and those programs that my face isn't on. And you track me down to the airport at 5 a.m., put it in my face and demanding an autograph. This was a meta commentary of the frustration of WWE at that time. Because let's be honest, WWE was not a good product to watch. And it was an even worse place to work at. CM Punk was voicing the frustration of fans because he was feeling it as well. And at that point, fans were, you can disagree with me all you want, dude. It's true. You can disagree all you want. It's fine. CM Punk then became the people's guy because they were tired of what Vince was trying to push down their throats. Punk became the people's guy. They were backing Punk. They didn't like Cena, and everything, every promo from here on out is trying to be as iconic as the pipe bomb. The pipe bomb is the greatest promo of all time.
Not even close, dude. He was complaining. It's
a shoot promo, dude. It's
Congratulations.
Fine.
Congratulations. You're Disney Star Wars. The fans don't like us. I don't understand what's going on. Dude, that's what he was doing.
The title. You can say what you want, dude.
I'm just saying, he's Disney Star Wars. He literally went out and he was like,
best in the world.
He's not the best in the world. Stone Cold Steve Austin's the best in the world. Are you shitting me?
Sure, you can think that. But at this point, it's up to the judge.
Well, all you made strong arguments. Okay. And man, LeftEyeEgo, I wish you had been a little stronger on that because that's my favorite promo of all time.
That's fair. I know. I gotcha.
And I'll say something about it after I judge between these two because so Joker rightly brings up the point about the pipe bomb with the protest stuff, right? And I guess it's relevant because of Punk's quitting and the whole coming back and the whole bit in that sense too. Like, but, you know, but this Austin 316 whipped your ass that set something in motion, so to speak, as you pointed out. So the question is, I mean, there's a tie between you two for that, but I can't. I can see both. You both made strong arguments. I really don't want to have to choose between the arguments you made. Okay?
Dude, you have to pick.
Okay,
because
I have to pick.
Hold on. So it's a duel. So let's JV and I actually, because it's a tie, let's do closing arguments. JV,
good idea.
I've already done mine. Okay, again, Austin 316 started the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era morphed into the Ruthless Aggression Era, which morphed into the PG era. It became quite an unwatchable product. CM Punk voiced the frustrations that he and fans were feeling. And he involved everybody in this, himself, the fans, and even turned on the fans as saying, you're just as big a reason why this product is not doing well. I'm not on the signature. I barely get promoted. I'm not in movies. I'm not in some crappy TV show on the USA Network. I don't get the opportunities that I should be getting because I am one of the top guys. But it's you, John. The fact that you and Dwayne are in the main event of WrestleMania 28 makes me sick because it shouldn't have been. And he voices his opinions of Vince McMahon, the imaginary brass rings, because it's never enough with Vince. He's bringing in this shoot promo realism into his talking points, which leads to, in 3 weeks at the Royal Rumble, I'm taking your title and I'm walking out of the WWE with your championship. And it ended with CM Punk winning the WWE championship, famously blowing a kiss to John Cena with the championship and going into the crowd victorious. This was an era-defining promo. It is one of the most iconic promos of all time. You go to any content creator in their top 2 or 3 or their first, the pipe bomb is always in there. Always. It is one of the most important promos. The pipe bomb took what Stone Cold did and did it better.
No, bullshit, dude. Bullshit.
Okay. Make your case.
Yeah. So CM Punk said, I'm going to take this title and I'm going to walk out. Guess what? Where did he go? Did he walk out?
Yeah.
Did he end his contract? No, he didn't.
He negotiated a new one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations. CM Punk is Disney Star Wars.
Whatever, dude. Say what you want.
You can think. I love seeing some CM Punk.
You still have yet to make your case. All you're doing is saying someone is Disney Star Wars is not an argument.
Okay, I didn't
I
realize.
want to ask, how is he Disney Star Wars?
So I can render a judgment. Now,
I'm not done, dude.
oh, you are? Okay, go ahead. I know you were.
Oh,
What,
okay, go
why the fuck does JV get to cut everybody off and then render a judgment? Is that
We
how it's
weren't
going
sure.
to
I
be?
thought you were done. We thought you were done.
No,
That's
because
why I was asking.
it's my fucking show. It's my StreamYards. So easy, JV. For the fact that you look, you know what you do, and you're just sitting here like going. So no, CM Punk went out there because he was pissing and he was moaning about the fact that like going, oh well, I'm not tall enough, I'm not big enough, I'm not John Cena. Like going, it's like okay, great. Who the fuck cares? You won. Did you not win? Did he win? JB? Did he win?
Yeah, he won. Yeah.
Yeah. So he won. No, so he won. What the fuck he was pissing about? He won. So no. Do you think that Stone Cold Steve Austin pissed and moaned about winning? No, he didn't. He went out there and he said, I'm gonna fucking do it. And one of the most iconic phrases in the history of wrestling, Austin 316 said, I just whooped your ass. That's what he said. CM Punk whined. And that's why I don't like him. I'm the best in the world. Great. Like, can you actually beat other people without crying? Can you beat John Cena? Can you actually downgrade and lay down against another superstar? Because the answer is no. CM Punk never laid down for anybody. Ever. You know how I know that? Is because, quite frankly, he was a fucking dick. He was like, I'm Ring of Honor. I was the independent circuit. I did this. I did that. I did that. No, you're not better than The Rock. You're not better than Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're not better than John Cena. You're not better than any of them. But quite frankly, you fucking pissed and moaned like you were. Fuck CM Punk. And quite frankly, he's not going to last. I give him a year tops because he's an ass. You started, dude.
Tell us how you really feel.
You started it with the fucking elbow, man. You interrupted me. You fucking...
Ryan drops a pipe bomb on Punk. Jeez.
All right, Matt.
Okay. So you actually brought up some interesting cases, thing about the Punk thing. So in real life, Punk is a total asshole. We all know that, right? And the reason I love the pipe bomb so much, by the way, was because that was the first time, because in wrestling, Punk before that was only an asshole when he was a heel. The real CM Punk showed up in that pipe bomb. You know what I mean? The real life asshole. Okay. Which I thought of as a positive in a sense, because it was like him just being his natural heel, right? And like in real life, you know that neighbor you have who always like throwing his garbage in your yard or whatever? That's CM Punk, you know. That being okay, but with the follow-up, 3 points goes to Austin. It goes to Ryan because he like attacked the other promo, so to speak. But
That's fine.
2 points to the pipe bomb, 1 point to Hard Times. But Hard Times is the best promo of all time. If you had to be a little kid hearing it, the working class, when Dusty Rhodes was doing that, was 16 minutes or some insanely long, like you never heard a promo that was that good that long, unless you could see the video. It had but then we circulate VHS tapes or whatever. You know what I mean? That is an insanely awesome promo, man. And the promo honorable mention, which has to be mentioned, it's a Not Safe for Work promo, ECW Heatwave 98 or 99. it was the end of the original Dudley's gimmick before they just became the Dudley Boys as a tag team. When the Dudleys started out as Big Daddy Dudley's illegitimate children, all the women of Dudleyville, and they kept rotating them in and out. And at the very end of that, it was Devon, Bubba Ray, Sign Guy Dudley, and Gertner, and Spike was their enemy. So those 4 guys went into one of the heat waves and delivered such a promo that, like, I'm not sure how they made it out of there alive that night. Like the crowd was legitimately. I heard later that these security guys, those big guys, they actually had to pull people out who wanted to pulling knives out to go to the ring. That's how heated that promo was. And so you can't watch it at work or whatever, but go. It's Heatwave 999, Dudley Boy's best promo ever. It is such an awesome promo that I don't know how they made it out of the building alive. It does everything a promo is supposed to do. Like you know, like you know how it's supposed to get the crowd into it. The crowd legit wanted to murder them.
Brad.
You know, so it is such a that's my honorable mention. That and Hard Times are my 2 favorite of all time. You know, someone else brought up one of my other favorites of all time earlier, but you guys, this is such a weird contest because, like, when you have all these promos going, like what makes a good promo in one era is stupid 5 years later, right?
True.
You know, and since no one mentioned it, he brought up a great the Rock concert, and I said there are better Rock concerts, and the one thought one of you might pick it up was the Rock concert where he goes off on Randy Orton. For those who don't know, Randy Orton used to be have problems with other wrestlers' girlfriends and wives. And one day, I think it was on a house show that W put on the YouTube. He went off on Randy Orton with singing a song about the ending relationships and wrestlers trying to kill him in real life. That was insane. You know, wow. Yeah. But you have to know the context of it. If you just hear it without knowing the context, you know what I mean? It's like
okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Or since you didn't mention the Paul Heyman Last Stand 2005 and 2006, he did shoot promos there that would arguably might be even better than the one on Vince, you know. But
right.
Yeah. So,
do any of y'all got honorable mentions?
Mine would have been the Hard Times one.
Okay. So real quick, did we cover what Brad would have
316? 316, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right. I'm just kidding. All right. So we argue. We're friends. We argue and we literally butt heads. It's not like
just like in wrestling.
Yep.
Pretty much. Wrestling. Pretty much. So that being said, round
the horn.
We have to.
Some hard times.
What you gonna do when ego comes for you,
brother?
It's LeftEyeEgo here. Working on editing some videos, something that I unboxed a few weeks ago, and I'm still trying to put all that together. It's going to be soon. It should be up by next week in a video after that. No Ordinary Gaze this Sunday, but the next Sunday we got a full show for you there as well. But subscribe to me on Twitter, LeftEyeEgo, Instagram, LeftEyeEgo1, and YouTube is LeftEyeEgo as well. So that's it for me. Let's go to the next guys.
And what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Matt run wild on you,
brother? Well, I'm gonna want a war with friggin' YouTube. I put my video up for which is up now for Money in the Bank, my reaction analysis and all that. And I get like notice they wanted to cut a bunch of little 30 segments out of it. So I'd rather than fight them on our DCMA, which I would have won by 5 levels appeal. For those who want to watch it, you can see the full version on Rumble. So that's up now. I have my Friday stream, Friday Fandom Moment at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Then Joker and I are going to be on, lamenting our lost souls tomorrow on Roman Empire Show, the episode of The Acolyte. You would think it couldn't get worse episode by episode, but they find a way.
It got worse.
You know how what was that line from Jurassic Park? Life finds a way. Well, apparently woke finds a way too. It's like
Leslie finds a way.
Yeah, I mean, and it's I don't know. I go off on it so bad right now. Anyway, what else I got up? We just did Jacob Ironside's channel. We reviewed Alien last night. So that's around.
Nice one.
Yep. And then I should have a video out reviewing Sharp season 4 episode 2 and Hornblower episode 2 probably by the end of this weekend. And a couple of book reviews might be coming up around the next week or so too as well. So
awesome.
And obviously next week here,
Thanks, Judge. Seriously, Matt, appreciate you. So that being said, he is the best there is, the best in the world, the best there ever will be. Joke voice.
Excellence of execution. That's me right there. All right. So just so we know, going into next week with our top 5 next week, the scores are Brad, even though he was not here, he's still in second place. He's going into next week with 45. He's going into next week with 45 points. Ryan is in third with 40 points. Ego's here with 22. With 22. And I jumped into first place with 50 points. So next week, our top 5 will be the top 5 of 2024 so far up to this point. And with Matt tomorrow talking about the Crapolite, Life Doesn't Find a Way, Leslie Headland,
I feel like force choking myself right now.
Harvey Weinstein finds a way, and my weekly therapy session with that. And then Friday I will be dropping a video since the John Cena announced retirement tour. 5 people that he needs to be part of the John Cena retirement tour and why. So until then, come back here again next week. And as we say, doodles.
Away.
If you smile, the rock is cooked. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the People's Champion, the